Everybody's alright. Red body's inside. Red body's on you. And the Samburu. Red body's alright. Red body's inside.
What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So now check this out, right? We've all gotten word that Deontay Wilder has won arbitration, and that more than likely it looks like it's going to be Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Now, that's the assumption of what's being and what's being said. We haven't got confirmation that that fight is happening, definitely, right? Then all of a sudden we hear it's an August date that Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder is going to happen. And okay, so all of this news coming out of nowhere, and I've been saying for the past couple of months, this whole arbitration thing is crazy, and the excuses that people were making wasn't making any sense, because first it's because of arbitration, then it's because they can't find a date, they can't find a venue, they can't find investors, they can't this, that. Yeah, it was always something. And my thing was, if it's about arbitration and these guys can't fight because of that, how many times have I said already? Go back in the videos and look, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all remember anyway. How many times have I said, if the fight's being held up because of arbitration, even if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to speak because he's not the one right now that has an actual that was training for a fight, even though, you know, he was saying he wanted to move on from Fury and Fury wanted to move on from him. But with Tyson Fury negotiating the fight, Anthony Joshua, and then he's talking all this, you know, he might fight Wilder, he might do this, and he might fight this person and that person, right? Why was it so hard? Now that this has been said, doesn't what I said from day one make even more sense now? For all of the, oh, but it's because of this and because of that, and Fury's just playing head games with AJ. Why was it so hard to just say, look, man, right now I have a situation with Deontay Wilder, with this arbitration. We got to work this thing out first, and then we'll see where things go. In the meantime, I'm going to stay lean, keep in shape, keep training, and we just see where it goes. Because I'm fighting, either I'm going to be fighting him or I'm going to be fighting AJ. Why was it so hard to just say something like that? So, what's happening right now, as far as, you know, dates and all this, I'm saying to myself, wow, well, if it was so hard to finally pull this thing together with AJ versus Fury, how all of a sudden they have a date set in Vegas already for Wilder versus Tyson Fury, what, the day after he wins arbitration? So with everything that was going on, Tyson Fury never said arbitration is a problem. He's basically talking about other things. And what's so funny is, after he makes this video, and I said I'm not going to say anything about that Tyson Fury video. Give it time. Let's see what happens. Let's see what develops in the next couple of days. A couple of days ago, he goes and makes a video talking about, oh, the fight is happening, definitely, you know, and guaranteed. I got confirmation, and it's a guaranteed fight, all this, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Remember, he was saying all of this, right? And then all of a sudden, what, 2 days later, then, you know, we hear Deontay won arbitration, and there's going to be a third fight and all this. Well, my thing is, you know, for the people that's trying to win arguments about whose fault it was and who was lying, and you know, all this WWE storyline nonsense. I tell you guys over and over, I'm not interested in that. I don't care about that. My whole thing is, we're focusing on the fights that we want to see, right? That's what we're talking about. I don't care for a third fight between the two of them, but if it happens, it happens. Now, understand, just because he got the third fight, you know, that's great. He wants it, okay. But now he has to win. Understand, between the two of them, it's going to be real bad blood. Wilder's holding his stance on what he believes about Fury. Fury's holding his stance about what he believes. And pretty much, for all the things that were said back and forth, this is going to be a thing where these guys really don't like each other. And here's the thing. Wilder better win this fight. Because after all of this, changing his trainers, got Malik Scott there, he's hitting the pads and got his fans going crazy because he you know, finally learned how to slip a jab and encounter and, you know, at least hitting the mitts. You know, what's going to be is going to be. You understand what I'm saying? We want boxing. And that's all it is. We want boxing. So what's going to happen? We just got to keep our ears open and see what's going on. But from what I'm understanding, Fury, AJ off, Fury, Wilder on. Out. One more thing. For all of you fanboys making fools of yourselves, trying to win arguments with the stink of your favorite fighter's nuts on your breath.
You stop that shit!